Hello everyone, welcome to Swahili Kingdom, and in this video today we are learning about the UZ noun class, a very simple noun class which is a sub-noun class of the UU noun class and the EZ noun class. So let's get into it. Here is what you need to know about the UZ noun class. It is a sub-noun class of the EZ noun class and the UU noun class. What do I mean by that? I mean, in the singular, it uses the UU noun class, and in the plural, it uses the EZ noun class. Hence, we get the U and the Z. Z is for plural and U for singular. Anyway, let's continue. So this noun class consists of things, mostly nouns that begins with U, but they are tangible. For the EZ noun class, it also consists nouns that starts with U, but they are intangible, abstract nouns made from adjectives. But this UZ consists of nouns that begins with U, but they are tangible. They are tangible, and these nouns are long and wide in nature. So that's how you can easily identify an UZ noun class. Another way you can identify an UZ noun class, they are those nouns that starts with a W for singular, and the plural starts with an NY. For example of that noun, we have wakati and nyakati, W and Y. And another noun that is in this class, it begins with U. It begins with U. It is tangible, but its plural begins with MB. For example, we have ubavu, singular, and mbavu, plural. Rib, ribs. That's all you need to know about this UZ noun class. So now let's go and see its prefixes with adjectives, possessives, and the 6 more others. Singular plural. With singular plural in this noun class, as I have said, we have 3 types of singular plurals in this noun class. The first one is the one that uses U, singular, and in the plural, the U is omitted. For example, we have the noun ukuta, wall, ukuta. It is something that is tangible, it is large and wide. Ukuta, an UZ noun class. Its plural will be kuta. The U is omitted. That is a first way for making plural singular. Another one is for nouns that begins with W, singular, and the plural begins with NY. For example, wakati, time, wakati, time. Then we'll get nyakati, times, nyakati, times. The third way is for the nouns that begins with U. They are tangible, but their plurals begins with MP, which is mb in Swahili. So for example, we have the noun ubavu for a rib, ubavu, and then plural we have mbavu. So those are the 3 ways for forming plurals in the UZ noun class. The second one, let's go to sentence formation. When you are forming sentences in the UZ noun class, you use the UU singular and the EZ plural. What do I mean by that? UU that is in singular and the UZ that is in plural for you to make UZ. So here is the easy way. The sentence prefix for the singular should be, let's try with a sentence. Let's use a sentence with ukuta. Ukuta is a wall, and let's say a wall fell. A wall fell. So we'll say ukuta ulianguka. Ukuta ulianguka. So we used an U prefix for that sentence. Ukuta ulianguka. What about the plural? The plural will be kuta zilianguka. Kuta zilianguka, and a Z for the plural. So we use a Z, an U for singular, and a Z for plural. That is for sentences. What about its possessives? With possessives, you remember the 6 possessive suffixes. You need to remember the 6 possessive suffixes. Angu, ako, ake, etu, enu, and ao. Those are the 6 possessive suffixes, and with those suffixes, we need to have the prefixes for each noun class. For the uzi noun class prefixes, we have, for example, ukuta wangu, W for singular. Ukuta wangu, my wall. Then for plural, it will be kuta zangu. Kuta zangu, my walls. So we have W for singular and Z for plural. You now know the possessive suffixes and the prefixes for the uzi noun class. Let's go to the of formation. Of formation, which is simple because it is related to the possessives in Swahili. So it uses the same prefixes as the possessives, which are W and Z. But for forming of, we use a specific suffix for all the noun class, which is an A. So you will take the prefix plus the suffix. For instance, we have a W and a Z for the uzi formation of. The prefixes are W and Z. So we will add, for instance, let's take W plus the A, we will make wa. Wa. So we have wa and za for uzi noun class ofs. For example, let's say a wall of mother, or a mother's wall, we'll say ukuta wa mama. Ukuta wa mama. And when we want to put it in plural, we'll say kuta za mama. W and Z. W and Z. And demonstratives. Demonstratives in this noun class, they use for singular, use the u noun class, and for plural, use the easy noun class. So that's how simple you can identify them, because as I say, this is a sub noun class of u and easy. Singular, let's use the singular demonstratives of u, and plural, let's use the plural demonstratives of easy. So let's start using sentences. Ukuta huu. Ukuta huu. This wall. Huu. Kuta hizi. Kuta hizi. These walls. Who and hizi. Who and hizi. These and these. Ukuta huo. Ukuta huo. That wall. Kuta hizo. Kuta hizo. Those walls. Ukuta ule. Ukuta ule. That wall over there. That is far. Ukuta ule. Kuta zile. Kuta zile. Those walls that are far. So you now know the 6 demonstratives used in the uzi noun class, which are singular, u, and plural, easy noun class. The uzi noun class with numbers, it uses prefix m. It uses prefix m, and the easy part is the prefix is only used for number 1. The other numbers don't use any prefix. You don't have to add any prefix to the other numbers. For instance, let's say 1 wall. We'll say ukuta mmoja. 2 walls, kuta mbili. 3 walls, kuta tatu. The rest of the numbers, we don't prefix anything. So that is the easiest part. With the relative pronouns. Remember, relative pronouns in Swahili can be used as suffixes or infixes. They can be used as suffixes when we use amba. You want to know more about amba? Make sure you check this video suggested here. So used as suffixes, first of all, let me tell you the infixes used. We use o for singular and zo for plural. O for singular and zo for plural. Let's use them as suffixes. And I said we use them as suffixes when we use amba. So let's say the wall that fell. How will that sentence be in Swahili? we will say ukuta ambao ulianguka. Ukuta ambao ulianguka. You see the O and the amber plus O, ambao. Ukuta ambao ulianguka, the wall that fell. What about in the plural? We will say kuta ambazo zilianguka. Kuta ambazo zilianguka. Walls that fell. Kuta ambazo zilianguka. When you want to use them as infixes, we simply insert them in a phrase in between the time infix and the verb itself. For example, let's say the wall that fell, but using the O and the zo as infixes. We will say ukuta ulioanguka. The O is infixed between the time and anguka, the verb. Ukuta ulioanguka. Ukuta ulioanguka. A wall that fell. What about the plural? It will be kuta zilizoanguka. Kuta zilizoanguka. Zo is put in between the time, prefix, and anguka, which is the verb. So that's all you need to know about the relative pronouns. For adjectives in this class, for singular we use the u noun class. So we'll prefix an M in every adjective with the uzi noun class. We'll prefix an M. For example, let's say a nice wall. Nice in Swahili is zuri. Zuri. So we'll say ukuta mzuri. Ukuta mzuri. What about a bad wall? We use baya for bad. It will be ukuta mbaya. Ukuta mbaya. For singular, we prefix an M. Then when we go to plural, we use the easy noun class adjectives. And the easy noun class has a rule of how adjectives are to be prefixed. You can check about the Uzi noun class here. If you haven't checked about it, I have explained everything that you need to know, especially about the rules. And it also has a PDF. So make sure you have subscribed for your PDF so that you can get the rules more clearly and have them for your lifetime. Download it so that you can be going through it again and again. Let me state some of the common things in the rules. Adjectives with a B uses M instead of an N prefix. Adjectives with a B uses an M prefix instead of an N. And adjectives that starts with an R uses the prefix ND and omits the R. Let's see an example for these two adjectives. For example, for the word buyer, adjective buyer. So we'll prefix an M in front of it. We will say kuta mbaya. Kuta mbaya. This is the plural. Kuta mbaya. We prefix an M because it begins with a B. Adjectives that begins with R, we omit the R and add an ND. For example, kuta ndefu. Kuta ndefu. Kuta ndefu. Long walls. Long walls. And adjectives with K, M, N, or T don't take any prefix unless the noun has one syllable. Unless the noun has one syllable. So I hope you will remember that. And that's all for the Uzi noun class. Very simple and clear. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe so that you won't miss any video that will be uploaded in this channel, because we have great videos coming your way, especially this month. Subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thank you so much again for watching. Until next time, bye. Kwaheri.